Welcome back to the channel, everybody. You're back with T-Tac Living, and I just want to thank you guys so much for tuning in with me today to another video. But today's video is basically how do we find a pattern on these bass late springtime, and today I'm really going to narrow it down and show you guys how I'm catching fish during late spring. So as you can tell behind me, the water is super muddy, little wind, and I've already got a lot of footage today, so I already know what the outcome is. There's a lot of fish to be caught late spring. You just gotta find the pattern. So if you guys notice, I mean, it's dead out here. It sounds dead, the sun is fully up, but there's still fish to be caught. So you guys stay tuned, and I'm gonna break it down on how I'm gonna catch these fish, and I hope that you guys would have some takeaways and maybe learn a thing or two. If you have anything that I missed out in this video, just go ahead and leave a comment. I'm always open to critiques, and I'm just trying to get better every day, every time I go out making footage. I'm trying to get better at everything I do, and I just want you guys to know that I'm so thankful that you guys are tuning into my videos. But stay tuned, and let's get on these fish. So guys, we're getting out here early this morning. It's 8 o'clock, and if I can get on top of the fish, basically my main goal today is to show you guys how I'm gonna attack this pond in late spring, just to make sure that we can catch some fish and how to stay on top of them. How's it going? Now, early morning time, honestly, the way I'm gonna do it is I'm gonna pop out this underspin, simply because late spring, the shad have spawned out. They're starting to move off the bank, and generally what happens is those shad go a little deep, and this underspin is just a perfect representation of a baby shad. How you doing?
Good. How about you?
Doing good, doing good.
Nice morning, isn't it?
Yeah, for sure. Not too hot, but it's gonna get there.
Yeah.
Hope you have a good day. Thank you. A lot of times you'll actually see them busting, but since it's starting to get real hot outside, these shad, they want to stay deep. So this underspin is just a perfect representation of a shad going deep, staying in the middle column. And also, I'm gonna be using bottom baits as well, just because I know it's gonna work. I try to fish what works versus what I think's gonna work. So I know what underspin works. So let me show you what I'm rocking with here. Little Largo shad on a, I think this is a 1/4 ounce. But if you think about it, green back there, little white bottom, and it's got a spinner. Super dirty water here. And that's exactly why I use these things. It's because it literally looks like a shad. And I'll tell you what else we'll use today. We'll use a crankbait. We'll use a worm. We'll use all different types of stuff in this condition, just because it is hot. It's gonna get hot outside, but it's not hot yet. It's actually kind of cool this morning. So while it's cool, we could pop some top water. I do have some top water in mind. We could pop a frog. Really just depends. What I may do is break out a frog here in just a second. But first I'm gonna fish this big worm around this grass and timber. Let's see if we can hook up to a fish, just to see if they're on the grass. I always like to make sure if they're on this grass. I mean, caught a lot of big fish off this grass, so it's always important to try to find where they're at. Once you find where they're at, usually you can find a little pattern. What is going on over here? You guys see this? It's a big old turtle. Look at that dude. Oh my gosh. That thing is like at least 15 pounds. Let me grab my phone real quick. Let's try this. Off the frog, baby. First fish. Finally. Dang. Perfect hook set. Off the Booyah frog, baby. Matter of time. Took a second to get that first fish, man, but I'll tell you, that was a cool blow up. Thank you, buddy. So we're gonna search this point with an underspin first. I'll go in and tell you that this point is pretty shallow, so we're gonna have to keep this underspin high and just see if we can get one burn it. You can see we're literally burning this underspin. But it's probably some of the best conditions. Maybe not temperature wise, but color wise. Super good time to work on underspin. Just got red. There's one off the underspin. Just a matter of time. All the way in the back, on the top of the mouth. Goodness, what a hook set. What a hook set. There we go, fish number 2. Thank you, buddy. The bubbles. You see the bubbles out there? That's bass. Strictly bass. I don't know if you guys can see the bubbles out there, but that's bass feeding on shad on the bottom, digging their heads in the dirt, and bubbles are just shooting up. Wow. If they would come just a little closer, we'd have a good chance at them. If we can stay on the school and fish for there's one. So you can see this one. Caught that one all the way out on the front of this point. So that's number 3 off the underspin. Thank you, buddy. It lets me know that they are fired up on the underspin. They love it. Gotta be a school of them. Yep, there's another one. Back-to-back cast. All off the underspin, man. Thank you, buddy. Let's see how much we can catch back-to-back. Gotta be a big school of them. There's another one. back to back, number 3 in a row. Nothing big, all tinies. Wow. Holy cow. The grind just doesn't stop. Whole school of them out there. That may have spooked their school right there. Nope. 4 in a row. 4 in a row. Wow. That one's a little bigger. Number 4 in a row, dude. I'm telling you. Late springtime, find a pattern and stick to it. If we catch 5 in a row, dude, I am gonna be mind blown. Oh, we could have caught 5 in a row. We got bit on that one. Wow. Talk about insane. Just like I was talking about in the beginning. You know, sometimes it's hard to find that pattern. But once you find it, man, stick to it. You see, I just caught 4 fish in a row, like non-stop, which is insane. Good fishing, boys. Their school, they're still just sitting out there. Just tiny ones. Maybe I need to get a bigger bait out there in hopes to catch the big boy sitting out there. Look at that. Very impressed with the durability of the Largo shad though. Caught 5 fish off this thing. We're gonna try it right here for a brief second. So that plays a big role in fishing, especially when you're fishing on these schooling fish. That one feels okay. There we go. He's not the biggest fish, but look at that thing. He spits. So they're still out there schooling. Then this is probably going to be your go-to bait right here, especially when they're feeding. This is always a go-to bait for me. Just have one set up on it. There's a little school of them out here. Now they're out at the center of this point. They were to the left at first, but now they're right on the center. You guys can see how fast I'm reeling this thing, man. I'm burning this thing. And that's probably a reason why I'm getting a bunch of short strikes, but at the same time, the water is so shallow to where it's really like you can't slow it down at all. If you get a belly spin, it'd probably work a lot better. But if this is doing the trick, then I'm gonna keep fishing it. Oh man. I think the hook on this thing is getting dull because I just lost that one out in mid-water. And they're still out there just munching. That feels like a bigger fish. Is it a fish? Oh my gosh, no way. No way. How? How did this happen? All right, buddy. There's only one way we do this, bud. Nope, no. There's only one way we can do this, buddy. You gotta bring your hand out here. I'm sorry, bud. Boys. Oh, he did it for me. He got off for me. Never hooked a turtle on an underspin, dude. Crazy things happen, man. Crazy things happen. Wow. I thought that was a big fish for a second. And in the cast after. The cast after. Don't lose tension. Nothing with size, man. It's a 1.5 right there. Just nothing with size. All right, so the last bait we're gonna try is a lipless crank. Now, I'm really not sure how well this is gonna work. It could either work or it's just not gonna work. We'll see. This could be a bait that fires the big ones up. Tell you what, we're definitely getting it out there. Yep, there's one right there. Off the lipless. Feels like a good one, but you never know with the lipless. Oh my gosh, no way, no way, no way. This is insane. Check this, guys, check this out. No way. What the heck is going on? That's the first time that's ever happened. Oh my. Fish number one, going. 2 at one time. Never in my life. Whoa, whoa, come on, buddy. Never in my life have I caught 2 bass on the same bait. Well, that's weird. I guess the lipless crank was a good idea. They were hungry. Goodness gracious. I'm glad I got the lipless out, for sure. That would have never happened. Dude, that's insane. There's a first time for everything. There is a first time. I thought that was a giant fish, but when I seen him come up out there, I was like, dude, did I just, oh my goodness. It's like, dude, did I just see 2 bass on the same hook? That's weird, too. They're enjoying it. And I think the reason why is because I'm getting it out there a good ways. So I think this wind's pushing them out. And because we can get it out there so far, we're able to catch them. So like I said, the first bait that we caught them off of was a, come on, buddy. The first bait we caught them on was a lip or an underspin, and now we're moving over to the lipless crank, and practically every cast we're catching them or getting a bite. It's beautiful because I'm getting bites, I'm just missing them. Let's just try reeling it. See what happens. what it's doing is just going right through that mud. And if the fish wants it, he's gonna get it. It's not a bad fish right there. 3-pounder. Whoa, whoa, he's trying to come up and spit it though. A little 2-pounder. Let's see if we can do like a little bass thing here. There we go. Good little fish. 2-pounder. Talk about a sleigh fest. There's got to be a big one out there. Gotta be. Let's get it far out there. Trying something a little more slow, kind of just popping that thing and letting it fall. They might not want this action. Or they might. Really just depends. Now they're just throwing it. They're throwing me, man. Throw a cast over here. Alright, it's working right now. I'm gonna have to say that the lipless crank has done just a bit better just because putting in its work, it's paying its dues. Last cast. Last cast is a good one. Last cast is a good one. Keep his head down. Last cast is a good one. We do not want him to jump. Really trying to keep him pinned down. I don't think it's too big. Oh. He's got it good. We don't want to lose him. There you go, buddy. Last cast is a good one. Put them on the tongue. There we go. Last cast was a good one, boys. I don't know if I want to end it on that one. This fish just jumped out of my hand. I never want a fish to hit the ground like that. When they jump out of my hand, it's almost irresistible. I don't think we're gonna end it on that one. I think if that big one's there, then there's gotta be another one out there. Another one, back-to-back cast. I don't know how big this fish is. think he's too big, but he's not the smallest fish. He's swimming in with it. Another good one. The good ones are coming in. Dang, no, stop, I'll wash it off of you, brother. I'll wash it off of you, buddy. I'd like to make sure these fish are clean. You're right, bud. Wash it off of you. Dirty. 2.5. Super good fish. There we go, guys. Yes, sir. We're gonna let this fish go. Get her back in the water. Let this fish go. The good ones are coming.